Now dropping Ghalta. Hello, Monoret. What's up? What's up? By the way, our opponent has turn 3 just finished. Okay, so now we can drop Krang, Utrom Warlord, because our opponent forgot about the haste part and will take our sweet victory. And man, we are crushing it. Oh boy. We can... Wait! We can go Ghalta? And we can drop everything on the same... Well... Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you around. Oh, I don't have good memories with this one, but the Heartfire hero, the name I will never forget, is not here on turn 1. Bro, that it would already be a 4 damage hitter, because this would be a 2-2 already. If you don't know what I'm talking about, oh man, you're a happy person. you weren't in the war against Monoret. I was so happy that the hero was banned. I didn't expect it. I thought it's only about Monstrous Rage, but when I saw the mouse gone, it was like, alright, there is justice. So guys, if you think this is scary, well, wait until you see our stuff. I actually never dropped Vestige, Ghalta and Tyrant so early. Like, actually never. So, how about Kona stationing our Void Altar, now dropping Ghalta. Hello, Monoret. What's up? What's up? By the way, our opponent has turn 3 just finished, and here we are with a little bit more, up to 37. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, guys, our opponent is going first. I mean, we have a game plan. It might be a little bit slow because we're on the draw and we didn't draw a single ramp spell. So that's great. Our opponent with a 1-drop, a classic way to get a victory screen. And we'll see. Oh, double 1-drop, double the wins. And being on the draw, man, with like no ramp, no elves, no anything. That's not great. We'll go with the black mana, I guess. Let's be honest, realistically we'll never get to 7 mana before this game ends. Like, you know, standard doesn't have 7 turns. But if we can... Man, if we're on the play, we could cheat on the next turn and win. But we are on the draw. I think the game is over. You know? I think they didn't have 1-drop on the last turn, so I would expect that they cannot pump it, and that's the truth. Bro, this is... I have to mention it. This is literally the first turn of the game where this ramp doesn't help us play Kona faster. This is the only single turn. Well, how about you draw it immediately? Alright. However, there is some small upside. With elves, there is a chance that, you know, we'll block. Oh, the first scavenger, man. Triple the 1-drop, triple the wins. Like, that I played this deck, and you basically just play all the cards and see who wins, you know? Like, this is probably the most boring meta deck so far. 7 damage, we will die on the next turn anyway. But I still think it's just Kona. So what do we get? I would love to go for the Tyrant, but it might be too slow. We can Chomp block and get potentially another Tyrant, and then go for Valgavoth. I really like Valgavoth, man, because that stops a lot of creatures attacking. I think we can do this. Next turn it will block more, but they might have Sheltered. Before they cast Shelter, this will get sacrificed, but they also get the counter. This has 2 toughness, puts counter on everything. But they have to attack with it, so we can life gain with Valgavoth. I think it has to be Valgavoth. It life gains 9, this life gains 3 or 6. Do we block on the next turn, man? They can sacrifice this, and this for Sheltered. I know it seems like I'm thinking a lot, but this will be the most important play of the game. I think the smarter choice is to block on the next turn. I might regret it, but when I think about it, I see no downside. Oh, this is the last card! They did it. They did not draw Sheltered somehow. By the way, imagine if we had Valgavoth on the last turn. This would be the easiest game to win ever. But instead, we need to fight for it. Kona, do your Kona thing. And also this has flying. So I think they might have one creature that is way more powerful than, you know, Valgavoth, because it's only, you know, a 9-drop. Those are 1 and 3 drops, so they are more powerful generally. But I hope they cannot attack board wide. +3/+3. They put everything here, which means +5/+5 on every single creature. Absolutely legit. Bro, they will get better stats than the 9-drop with 1-drops. And this is why you don't see ramp decks in Standard. Aggro decks just ramp better and faster. However, because we were smart about it, we can make play like this. They cannot put the counter. So, we block the biggest damage, and this elf block that we do 1 turn later, last turn we could prevent, I think, 4 damage. Now it's 8. So that decision gained us 4 life, which might be the lifeline. I think we survive. This is the play, right? This is the play. Man, it's terrifying. So much damage. By the way, if you didn't block the first striker, I think there is a chance you just die. Okay, so we can pay life, but we don't really want to. So what is the play? We could go Regent, tap Kona. Okay, I know everything. Bro, we are actually winning this game. I'm not even attacking. I am attacking. It's better. There is small chance they will block for no reason, you know. You always can bait mistakes from aggro decks. Most of the time it won't work, but when it works, it will just randomly win you the game. So, basically we get the Tyrant, and why we are attacking first without playing the land or the creature? Because then the Tyrant is in the board, and Regent has 4 power and it draws cards and gains 3 life more. We won! Guys, we actually won this. And this is like, I think, still top 3 deck in Standard, so... I mean, that's a pretty solid one. Oh, is this the salty... But imagine roping a fun ramp with cool Elder Demons with your top tier meta aggro. I'll take it. I will take it. Well. And this is the classic salty rope. Man, it's always crazy to me. But I will take the victory because we deserve it. So here's the Tyrant, because then you get 3 life gain, which is very important. Now you can play this, I guess on green, just to make sure that we have enough colors. Now we play the Regent for power, which means more life gain. So we get 3 and we get 3. And we also get 9. We could play this. It has flying first strike, so we lose 3 life and we get a creature. Probably worth it. Probably worth it. It will chomp block whatever happens. This not, because it's not worth it. So, you can see that our deck, even on the draw, even without elves to ramp Kona into turn 3 play, we still managed to win, which is freaking hilarious, man. Wait, are they? They are actually playing. They came back to concede. Alright, I'll take it. Listen, I'll take it. Man, I didn't think we can win this on the draw, but that's nice, man. Well, our opponent is going first, but we will just ramp with the coolest of dragons. Yep. Anyway, let's go with what? So we have Kona. Probably don't... You know what? Let's go with Grotto. No, we go with this. On green... blue? Blue. Okay. It took me a while, because I was thinking... We need triple black for Valgavoth. For green we have enough. We have single black from the Verge. See? This is exactly the decision making. The golden mythic decision making that you are all here for. Forest. See ya? We don't need you. We have double regents, which means that we have enough basics for the rest of the game. Which is very cool. We need station. Okay. And this is... Man, this is so funny. So it actually works because we will have 5 mana, so we can play a tap land and still play Kona on the same turn. Unfortunately, we are against control, so they will just counter it. And not amazing for us. We don't really want to play... Oh, that's That's a bit of a mistake. Okay, I'm going for the Regent, because they will counter it probably anyway. Get lost, go. I would get lost at the den step. They aren't. Maybe, I mean, they have time, so they can do it later, I guess. So, do we go for the thing? I mean, I will go with the thing, because this is a must counter probably, or must remove. So we will get at least one answer. Station. We need to do it before, you know, combat phase, because otherwise it won't trigger. I learned it the hard way. This is weird. So far, nothing is happening. Bro, what is going on? I have Fury. I think they might have a sweeper, in which case we probably want to go for Krang. Utrom Warlord that has a very cool keyword called Indestructible. Well, let's see how you deal with this one. And it will be tapped. Because at some point we might, you know, get the things. They can punish tapped with Right's End, which I don't play around, if they have it. GG. You know? And the second card is split up, but this one is indestructible, so we actually don't lose anything. Captain Marvel. Alright, alright. I mean, I have to say, I didn't expect a flyer hitting my face on this turn. And this actually will help them, because we have only 9/9. That's not too much. Okay, what do you have? Because this is quite a lot of damage. Let's not pretend they will ignore it fully. Oh boy. I think we can still do... No, we will have too little. This is 9-drop. Vestige doesn't have enough. Huh. But... we can draw it. I kinda want to put this guy. Then they have to kill it. Otherwise we draw so many cards that we can actually fight control. But it dies to a sweeper. This won't. This actually is pretty good, and Vestige is kinda the same. I will put Vestige. Just because I expect removals and sweepers and, you know, this type of stuff. We could even sacrifice it already and draw 7 cards. That's really good. And then we get the next spell, like Tyrant. Bro, those are some weird plays, but I'm all for them. All for them. Could I stack the triggers right? I probably could do it, but I'm not fully sure. I'm not sure if I didn't pay attention or it didn't happen, because I was busy commenting. So you get the highest quality mythic commentary ever imagined. Smuggler? Honestly, I drew it so little in the games that I forgot we have Smuggler Surprise. Bro, this is like the main idea for the deck. Oh, here's land. We drew a lot of forests. So I expect a sweeper on the next turn. But I guess we can still force it. So we will just discard less cards. We'll probably go with what? Verge. Verge is the best one, so we discard those lands. I think we need to discard 2 cards. So let's see. Okay, I thought it could be 3 steps ahead, but I guess they cannot get more than 5 for, because they still cannot power up. Okay, with this they will have a sweeper. I'll just discard those lands, and I mean we can keep going. The point is that after, unless they have specifically Ultima, they cannot kill the Tyrant. But they're actually trying to kill us with this? Or what? This is interesting. We can keep Smuggler's Surprise for the next turn. But they actually didn't play a single counter spell. And this is not the most popular version because it doesn't run whales. This is more like a flash finisher, you know, deck. I wonder if they went a little bit harder on the flash. Okay. But bro, don't you like see what we have in the hand? Because I don't know if you know what haste means, but I'm pretty sure it means haste. Bro. Control, bro. What are you doing? Like, there is math and stuff. I cannot believe we actually completely crashed this guy. We have such an unfavorable matchup against this, and we actually demolished this guy. They've seen it, it was revealed. They bounced it so they knew it's on top and then in our hand. I think they missed the haste part. Well guys, this will be a little bit sketchy. I hope that Vestige will bail us out a little bit. So it's turn 1 into elves. We'll see, we'll see. So far we definitely want to go with the elves to get stuff faster. We would love to hit a land that is untapped. You know, with this type of ramp, the station lands will always sometimes hurt you, like over the game, because like you need those tap lands. They are core of the strategy. You need to devote some slots, and they are very important. Here we go. They are very important. So, well, unfortunately, you need to dedicate quite a few slots because without them, like Kona is not working. Like you need to always have at least one in the game. That's why we play more than 4. Oh, now I'm getting the untap land, huh? Now I'm getting the untap land. I think we go for this. I mean, so this could be this Azorius tempo thing. I will. This is only 6 mana, so after this we get to 6 already. I think we can pay this. Let's go, let's go. And we definitely need more lands. This is kinda okay. Like, this is what I expected. We need to go through all of those. I think we just double station. I don't think we'll be using it. But who knows? Who knows? So we will need to check their draw. Of course, theoretically, we might be locked out of the game permanently forever. And Airbender Ascension is Shouldn't you? Okay, this is my honest question. Shouldn't this target your own creature? Because then they can replay it for 2 mana. I can't... Yeah, that's what I thought. So, 2 mana. They cannot go Ankh. What is the cheapest thing that they can do? A small counter spell, I guess? We definitely... Well, we could go for this, I guess. And we'll use the elf. We don't care about the station, it's just, you know, leftover. Let's see if they go for the play. There is no high noon, so we can make multiple plays and we need to use it while we can. Do we need the 3rd mana for the cool thing? We don't have cool thing, so I guess not. A little bit unfortunate. This is the turn when we wanted to do something bigger, but we still need to accumulate mana. Okay, this is good. This is actually really good. Don't forget that with this, you also have, like, you know, more power, because it scales out of your lands. We could go for it. I mean, we cannot block, so it seems to be a good idea. And theoretically, you can sacrifice Vestige and you will get the effect. So that's sometimes really good. Like, you sacrifice this and get, you know, for example, freaking Krang. I'm not sure, but the problem is that this was the turn to go big, and Vestige is nice, but it's not a finisher against this deck. Like, you need something like Valgavoth that has flank and can protect you. Walters. Jennifer. Well, this movie was a thing. I didn't watch it, but I watched... Like, I've seen a lot of videos about this one. But to be fair, I didn't watch them too much. Alright, so what do we do? What do we do? We need 12 for the station, right? So I think this is such a weird play, but I think we have to do it. Because now we can activate ability. Oh, we pay life, that's probably not my favorite. But now we have 7 lands. So that means we can get stuff. We got the wrong card, unfortunate. Oh, it's tapped. I guess it is. So we got quite a lot of cards though. That means we can go steal Vestige. Again. But we are dying very soon. We need this elf to chomp block, but I don't think it will help. That's the turn. I guess I could fuel this, because it's still, you know, basically out. We just got the wrong creatures. We needed Valgavoth here. Valgavoth would... but this is 9 mana, so we couldn't play it with Vestige, I guess. So it had to be Tyrant. Yeah, Tyrant would be a little bit better. We would get to 9. And we would get a blocker and future healing on the next turn. So this is 6. I think the game is over. Like, we didn't have the right cards. We overdrew this guy, which this guy is great, but not against this deck, because it doesn't matter how many cards you have, you cannot play them because they just airbend and stuff. And also everything is with flying, so you need something that matches flying, or at least heals you, so the flyers, you know. Oh, sorry. Oh, are we dead or something? I cannot... Bro, what's up with the, you know, some indie interface? I cannot scroll. So what can we do? It has to be the Tyrant. It has to be the Tyrant. Normally you would go for like Doctor Doom and triple block, you know, whatever they have on ground, but because everything is flying, it makes no sense. But, man, we are actually so incredibly close of stabilizing, because I think this is the creature that kills us. Because they can use the Air Temple. Swing or Temple, win. I will just scoop because our opponent will take forever for this play, but that was enough. Unfortunate. We were one turn from winning this. Well, guys, we don't have station, but we have Kona that just wants to station somewhere. We can go with the Tomb. We actually need to think a little bit about the mana. I think this should be blue for the late game. Oh, man. We might get mana screwed, but I guess we have Smuggler Surprise. Let's go for the green for now, because we actually might miss. I don't want to miss. And let's go 1 black. Then we have like symmetrical mana. Maybe we can play Valgavoth later if we have to. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Voice of Victor. So that makes me think that this is the tempo deck. We are indeed mana screwed. That's not great. We need to spend the whole turn fixing it. I guess we can go this and Elf. I guess. That's 2 extra mana, so, you know, it's not a land, but, I mean, as close to land as we can get if we miss. Yep. This is not looking great, because our draw is really messy here. Okay. Oh, man. You know what's not perfect? This is the first turn when they can play Interruptor or Ankh. And this is exactly the turn when we want to go all in. It is what it is, right? They will airbend it. There's no way around it, but I hope we can replay it on the next turn. They don't see a station, and I especially didn't play station right now, because they cannot counter land. So if they let this through, they can, like, we can do the thing. I guess they can answer during the combat phase, but then they need to remove. They cannot counter spell anymore. So Interrupter, for example, stops working. So this is the best outplay I have. It's not perfect, but it is what it is, you know? Like, if we had this elf on turn 1, I think we could play Kona on the last turn, but you need a very good draw for it. Okay, now we play this. They cannot counter, as you can see, and now they need to remove it. They cannot use... let's keep it, at least for now. Let's see if we can get the creature. I think they will airbend it with Ankh. That's my guess. But if they are stuck with Interrupters, they cannot use it. Alright, erode. You know, it is what it is, but we got the land, so there's that. Do we want to attack? 1 damage might matter. So this will be, if we play Vestige, this will be exactly the station amount. I will go a little bit aggressive, because this deck can get you in air, and I'm not sure if you can fully defend it, so let's be a little bit aggressive. Just in case this 1 life matters at some point. 3 damage a turn, they probably will pass the turn here. Yep. Man, remember when I said that this could be blue? Well, this could be a bit of an issue for us. I guess we can warp it. 7, so we can actually get 1, I mean, we can get this, which is kind of perfect for us. So the problem is that if they want to counter, we have 3 mana to replay it. So if that's Ankh with Airband, we can immediately replay the full version. They need Interrupter because this has plotting effect, which blocks you from casting it on the same turn. So that was exactly the perfect one. They needed it on this turn. So, you know, not super happy, but hopefully we can play it on the next turn. We'll see how long can they keep it up. Of course, you know, in a way you play against this deck hoping they don't have like this type of play every single turn forever, because if you cannot like multi-spell, this will just, you know, kind of get the whole game. But they need High Noon to really get, you know, home with this. They actually just randomly scoop. I'll take the win. I'm taking the win, guys. Can I like see my rank? Yeah, I actually had. So guys, before the next set hits, I wanted to make something fun that everyone enjoys, and let's be honest, big cool creatures that do insane effects and drop way faster than, you know, expected is always fun and treat, and we can drop basically the whole hand as quick as turn 3 because we have Elves, Kona and Shared Roots. I will explain you everything because of course you can drop Ghalta, but we made some choices to make this a possibility for the build. It's believe me guys, it's freaking perfected. But before we go there, our absolute legend for today is of course the one, the first, the only, Decompose. And my friend, I hope you enjoyed big creatures and a lot of fun because that's what you are getting today. Thank you for supporting the channel, thank you for being part of it, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. Thank you very, very much. And for this combo, I specifically didn't run this freaking Wizard for 1 mana that has Rampart Growth as preparation spell, because this is what I originally wanted to use, but I realized that you need to sneak station on one of the turns, and the Wizard thing, I don't remember, I think it's a Wizard. It looks like a Wizard, or it might be an Otter. And basically it fills your turn 1 and turn 2, and if you want to play Kona on turn 3, you need exactly 4 mana, which means you cannot play Station because it's tapped. So that's why we went with Elves. This way you can turn 1 Elves, then turn 2 one of those stations, and turn 3 you have 4 mana, which is exactly the Kona cost. And also the Shared Roots, which kinda lets you play this on turn 1. So guys, this build was thought out perfectly. We even have the mana base to supply blue. We have cheating to get the blue. We can cheat creatures so we can play the blue. Everything is perfect here. And of course you can drop with Kona on turn 3 Ghalta from your hand, and then whatever you have in as the craziness in your hand, it will drop on the same turn. So guys, you can have probably something like this in the board by turn 3. And I think that's absolutely legit. Of course, not 3 of them, okay? 1. And with this, you redraw cards back to 8, so after you drop it, you still have full hand, actually more than you started with. So very cool synergy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting, you know, the channel either on Patreon or channel memberships, or just by watching and enjoying it, which is extremely appreciated. I always like to see that, you know, those videos brighten your day. So thank you so much for that. I'm lost for words. And as always, huge thank you to our patrons especially that went extra mile and, you know, help us with making this daily content. You guys are awesome. I hope you're excited for the new cards. So thank you, and that's it for today. Yep, that's it for today. I already said it. Thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.